Spoilers! What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here. All right, I wanted to talk about this. I meant to talk about it a little sooner, but, craziness, kind of forgotten, blah, blah, blah. But I wanted to talk about this because, this perspective, I don't root for movies to fail, but here's why I'm making an exception for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. The reason why I wanted to talk about this because, obviously in the past, few years, it's, man, how do I put it? It's fucked! Film critiquing as well as just fandom that are just, the way that it's going is just it's not a good path. It's not a good path at all, especially film critiquing, because pretty much the reason why this person wants Jurassic World to fail, spoiler alert, it didn't, because of hurt dinosaurs, capitalism, and, just evil white guys, same old shit. And what's really interesting is, like, on my timeline, and then just even, combing through, just laying around and combing through some Jurassic World tweets, it was really odd seeing a bunch of people kind of just offended by how the dinosaurs were treated in Fallen Kingdom. Let me say that again. How the dinosaurs were treated. I just found it so odd. Like, people were just offended. And this is what I'm talking about. I mean, this, like I said, this also goes to fandom too, with the not my Superman, not my Batman, not my Spider-Man, and now not my Jurassic Park, not my Star Wars. It's kind of funny too, because I was thinking about this earlier today. It was like, if you take like a Jurassic Park franchise and the Star Wars franchise, okay, when it got reinvigorated, okay, with Jurassic World and Force Awakens, it was kind of like, okay, let's introduce some new characters, but let's keep some of that nostalgia. Let's kind of like do like the similar building blocks as the original ones, but we're gonna like, introduce these new characters, and then we're gonna send the franchise off in a different direction. And they both did that, because Jurassic World and Force Awakens, even though there was people that griped about it and everything like that, still the general public and everybody kind of went, okay, I like that. Just enough of balance of a lot of things. I can't wait to see where it goes. And as soon as Last Jedi and Fallen Kingdom came out, they didn't like where it went. And then you got like people like critiquing it like that, okay? And you're seeing this a lot too. And I've been seeing this. Pretty much, I really saw it when the movie Mother came out, and I saw some reviews that were written by girls, women, that were just so offended by that movie that they just, you could actually hear them hitting the fucking keyboard as they were writing it, or even just talking. It was just like, they were so offended. And it's like, okay, obviously, what's her name? Grace Randolph. She did the same thing. She hated Mother, and then she also said Hereditary was like right up there, which I don't agree with. I get the shock value. There were some things in Hereditary and blah, blah, blah that were shocking that, I could see that could stir up some emotions, but just to be so offended by it. Movies are supposed to stir up emotions in everybody. That's what movies great are doing. But when you're actually offended, I have movies that I can't stand. Like, I remember when the first Purge came out, I just wanted to punch that fucking kid in the head. There's just like a new trend of like people just like critiquing with like their sensitive feelings, and I'm sorry, that's just not a good way to do it. And one of the biggest things that people were talking about was how they treated the dinosaurs. Obviously when they were pulling them off the island, they were strapping them up, they had the cattle prods, they were putting them in cages, knocking them out. Blue got shot, but a lot of people didn't like the fact that there was like this shot of a brontosaurus when Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard's character got on the boat, just barely made it, and they're looking at the island as it's pretty much getting consumed by lava. There's a brontosaurus just standing there, and if that dinosaur could talk, he would literally be like, "You guys forgot me." It was I got choked up. It was a beautiful shot, and you basically see the brontosaurus standing there, just looking at him, and then it just, the steam and everything just takes it out, kills the brontosaurus. And a lot of people did not like that, and I'm going, did you miss what that shot was representing? It's the last time we're going to this island. What was the first dinosaur that we saw when we went to this island? A brontosaurus. It was a brontosaurus, right? Or was it the other one that sneezes out of their head? I'm pretty sure it was a brontosaurus. Anyways, I don't know my dinosaurs that well, but it was representing that. Even Jay Bayona I think he actually said that that's what that was representing. And I thought he did that in such a beautiful way. And see, that's the thing when it comes to these franchises, we have to move forward and we kind of have to leave the past behind because we're just going to keep getting rehashes and rehashes and rehashes if we just continue. I don't know. It's just dumb. And this whole thing, like I said, when I see people like offended by a movie, I mean, maybe in the past I've said like I'm offended by this movie. I usually, I guess, would say it in like a joking manner, but it's just like when I've seen like stuff like this, especially when they're comparing it to like real life and stuff, it's just, come on, people. I just don't like the direction that things are going with film criticism and the fandom, and just nobody's like satisfied, and then they get so like driven and so just we get so angry now. It's like, can we just relax? Just, hey, when you critique something, you didn't like it, move on. But no, nowadays we just got to keep talking about it, talk about why we hate it, and this is why we're always, we're defending the DCU and Snyder. That's what happens because there's people that constantly just keep talking about I hate it. But at the same time, I'm looking at the other side. I keep seeing people keep criticizing the MCU constantly. It's just a back and forth thing, and it's just like, can we just stop, move on, and discussion is great. Like when I see a film critic that actually like didn't like the movie but discusses what they didn't like, but then discusses what they like, that's the way I try to be. I try to at least like give some positive, even with a negative review. I try that, and I'm trying to be better at that, because I just feel that I don't want to go that direction where it's just like, fuck this movie, fuck this game, fuck everything. I just like discussion, You've seen me on the podcast talking with other people, or even on Twitter talking to people, but sometimes it's just all just rage. Offended. I don't know. So there you go, guys. Just wanted to talk about that. So sorry I rambled on a lot about it. But anyways, let me know your thoughts about it down below. What do you think about this? I mean, were you offended by what happened in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom? Were you, the way they treated the dinosaurs? My God, the dinosaurs! Dinosaur lives matter. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts about it down below. Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel. Visit filmjunkie.com for my content. And, of course, visit the closet for shirts and stickers. All right, guys? Talk to you later.